Let's go back and look at our steps in the accounting cycle. Remember that the first step, analyzing transactions, is really just done in your head in real life. There is no giant transaction worksheet that would hold thousands of transactions. We need a better way of recording and keeping track of large volumes of information. And what we're going to do is record each transaction as it occurs in a journal. The journal is sometimes referred to as the book of original entry because it's the very first place that a transaction will be recorded. We still need to go through the same thought process, though, that we learned back in step 1. What 2 or more accounts are affected? Are those accounts going up or down? And how do you make them go up or down with debits or credits? Let's take a look at what an actual journal will look like by going to illustration 3-32 in your book. Here it is, 3-32. Now in this journal, we're looking at transactions taking place in the month of October, and the dates here in the left-hand column, it's not necessary to keep repeating October over and over. The first transaction is October 1, there's another one on October 1, and then this is October 2, 3, etc. Now in the first transaction, where the company has issued stock to stockholders in exchange for cash, what 2 accounts are involved? Cash and common stock. Are they going up or down? Well, cash is going up because we're receiving cash. Common stock is also going up as the stockholders' claim in the company increases. Okay, so we've got 2 accounts both going up. Cash goes up with a debit because assets go up with debits. Common stock goes up with a credit, since that's an equity account. In your journal, an important point to remember is that whatever account you're debiting must always be listed first. Since we're debiting cash, we'll list that first. The credit is listed second. Also notice that since debit and credit we know mean left and right, we also list for our account titles the debit over to the left and the credit indented slightly to the right. Also, we put a brief explanation underneath the transaction, and then it's a good idea to skip a space before you begin your next transaction. Let's take a look at the second one here. In the second transaction, we are issuing a 3-month note for cash, so maybe we're borrowing some money from the bank. The 2 accounts involved are cash and notes payable, our liability. Now, are they going up or going down? I think they're both going up. We are receiving cash and we're also increasing an amount that we owe to somebody else. Okay, so how do we make these 2 accounts go up? Cash is an asset, so it goes up with a debit. Notes payable is a liability, and liabilities go up with credits. Remember again to always list the debit before the credit. In the third transaction, we're buying some equipment for cash. So the 2 accounts, of course, are equipment and cash. Are they going up? Are they going down? Well, equipment is going up, but we're paying for it with cash, so cash is going down. These accounts are both assets. So the equipment account goes up with a debit, but the cash goes down. Remember, assets go down with credits. So you want to make sure to list the equipment before the cash. And let's just do one more, and then I'll let you look through the rest on your own. In the fourth transaction, we are receiving some money in advance from a customer for a service that we'll perform in the future. So the 2 accounts involved are the cash that we're receiving from the customer and unearned service revenue. Remember, the word unearned tells us that this is a liability account. We owe a service to this customer. So those are the 2 accounts. Are they going up or going down? Cash is going up because we're receiving money, and our liability is also going up. We owe a service that we didn't owe before. All right, so the asset side, cash, goes up with a debit, and liabilities go up with credits. Continue looking through the rest of this journal here, and then we'll be ready for the next study objective in the chapter.